And talking to trials, last year's runner-up, Andy Wyman, Kirky from Corrie, of course, has been chatting to us about whether this year's bush tuckers are easier than those down under. And here's what he had to say to me yesterday as we gassed over Zoom.
I don't think the trials are as tough as they are out in Australia, but they can't obviously use a lot of the things what they can in Australia. So I understand that. To do what they've done in 3 months is unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Just to get that show up and running. Because obviously in Australia they've already got everything set up. So to do what they've done in 3 months is incredible.
Amen to that. And Eamon Holmes also seems to think they've got it easy when he was chatting on the Daily Drop the other day. And Charlotte, you've been padding your part on the Daily Drop as well, I noticed. Saw a little cheeky appearance of you on the telly, giving you 5 cents.
Yep.
So Hollie and Shane in the Wicked Waterways trial last night.
I know. Well, I mean, you know, we're going to see some hanger, aren't we, as a consequence of that one, which always spices things up. But I love my chance to get into the castle vibe. I was feeling it, you know.
You were feeling it, were you? Maybe you'll feel it next year if they ask you to go there, my love. It's not too far away, lovely Conwy and Abigail. Two people undoubtedly have an opinion on Hollie Arnold MBE, Hollie Arnold's MBE's mum, and big brother Ashley. Jill, good morning to you. And Ashley, thanks for getting up so early this morning, because I'm sure you were on a knife edge last night watching your girl. First of all, I just have to clear this up. When she's at home, does she always refer to herself with her full title, Hollie Arnold MBE? I mean, it's a great surname.
No, she doesn't. She actually never says it at all, which is funny, really. But I know if I had an MBA, I would definitely be saying it all the time if we were going to the restaurant or even in the supermarket.
Quite right, mate.
No, she never uses it.
My full title is Richard Arnold, no relation, because no one actually wants to claim to know me or be related to me.
We'll be related to you, Richard, don't worry.
Yeah. I'm sure we may well be distant, but we may well be.
If we go down the line somewhere, we might be.
We might be if we go that far back. So, Jill, are we seeing the real Hollie in there? I mean, she's certainly winning a few hearts, isn't she?
Oh yes, that's what I'm really so proud about. Hollie's just been Hollie, and that's what all her friends are saying. You know, she's just the same as, you know, just normal Hollie. She's getting on with everybody. She's trying her hardest. She's a fantastic team member. And I just think she's having an absolute blast in there, which is great.
Well, that's what she went in for. And you've got to remember, of course, she was 2 weeks in isolation before she went into 2 weeks in the Castle Keep with the rest of the stars there. Is it true, Ashley, that her boyfriend Josh is voting for her to do the most gruesome of trials every day?
I mean, yeah, we all are. We're voting every day. We wanted her to do the trials. You know, we want to show people what she's made of, because she is really tough. Obviously, the trial that she did yesterday was
extra tough.
was just really hard. You know, I think anyone would have struggled.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think she did so well in that. She gave
it her best. You could tell, like she was giving it, and you know, she wanted to do well, but you know, they just didn't. But it's so good. She gave it her best shot, and that's all you can do, I suppose.
It's all you can do.
10%. So yeah.
It's great to see the friendship she's struck up there as well. I know, Jill, before we let you go, that you're strangely drawn to Vernon as well as Hollie, so obviously he runs in the family. Jill and Ashley, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Don't forget, every vote counts. I'm a Celeb, of course, is on tonight right here on ITV.
Now, it was a clash of the Titans last night after a reshuffle in the Castle Keep saw AJ and Shane lock horns over the washing up. Should we have a look?
And the new leader of the camp is G.
Yeah!
Well done, leader.
Maintenance, Shane.
Hey!
Washing up, AJ.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm happy.
Right, who's doing the washing up?
Self and Jazz.
There you go.
It looks perfect, proportioned for one.
And so...
Both of you.
I might just go beans and rice and go to bed early.
Little bit of tension in the castle. Delighted that Tony Blackburn, first ever King of the Jungle, joins us this morning. Morning, Tony.
Hello, good morning.
Lovely to see you. And I think, is Biggins with us? Biggins, you've made it out of bed. We were worried that you'd got stuck in the toilet, but you are here and you're alive. How are you?
Good morning, all of you. Hello, Tony.
Oh, it's lovely to see the two of you on screen. Such great kings of the jungle. So what have you made of the jungle so far this year, and particularly that clash we just saw?
I know, I love the clash. I thought the clash was wonderful last night. It's been building up. I mean, the atmosphere between AJ and Moon, it's been really wonderful. And it's suddenly, the look last night from AJ when he touched his shoulder was wonderful.
Tony, I mean, what do you make, of course, because it's been relatively calm and jovial and communal up till now.
Well.
And it feels like, and you both know this, after a certain period of time, tensions start to rise, tempers get frayed, don't they?
Well, they certainly do. And I mean, the difference is, I love it in North Wales, by the way. The castle is great. As soon as they get a roof on that, it'll make a fantastic hotel. But the tensions do get very, very difficult in the third week. And of course, they're very cold there as well. And so it's going to be very interesting. And of course, as soon as they get voted off as well, and the clash last night sort of showed a little bit of difficulty creeping in the camp. But they're doing so well. I think they're all doing so well. And they're all so nice as well, apart from anything else.
It's brilliant to watch. It's absolutely brilliant to watch. And now, Biggins, one of the things, criticism that's been hailed by some of this year's series, that it's a bit softer and easier this time round. For instance, the food portions have been better, probably because it's cold. They've had to make sure that they get enough to eat. And even some suggestion that they're being given hints on the trials in a way that wasn't before.
Yes, I think there's been a lot. Ant and Dec have been really kind and helping them and saying, especially when they did the blackout one, which was difficult anyway, but they were actually saying, look down, look in that box, look in that box. There it is, there it is, there it is, quick, quick. You know, so they have been helping them a lot more. I think, I agree with Tony. I think that the castle is fantastic. However, I think it's too spread. And I think there's not enough of that intensity you get in the jungle.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember at one point counting the number of trees that were there, because you'd looked at the scene so many times. And there was something about the sort of space closing in on you that maybe they've got a chance to escape from. But it's a great difference, isn't it, Tony, from, you know, from the traditional series, and it's working brilliantly.
Yeah, I think it's really nice because we've seen Australia, it's fabulous, but to see this, and there is a different aspect to it, I think it's been absolutely brilliant. And it's just, there's been a slight lack of logs, I have to say, which has been slightly disappointing from my point of view, but nevertheless, I just think it's been brilliant. And all those trials are so difficult to do. I mean, you know, being buried underground with rats and things like that, it's quite horrible. So it's been a brilliant series, and I'm looking forward to next week particularly. And I don't know who's going to go out, but I want...
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. Have you got a pick for first to go?
Oh, I don't know. They're all so nice. It could well be AJ, but I don't think so. Mo Farah, we haven't seen a lot of him. So it could be him. I really don't know. You know, they're all so nice and they're all getting on pretty well. It's a very difficult one this year.
Yeah. What about you, Biggins? Go on. Who do you think is going to go first, and who do you think will win?
I still think Mo Farah could win because he was my first choice when it first started. I think it could be a woman go out tonight. It could be AJ, or I think it could be Ruthie. Funny enough.
OK, maybe Ruthie. Tony, if you were to pick the winner, who do you think might win?
Oh, my goodness me, us DJs stick together. It's got to be Jordan North. I think it's been tremendously entertaining. He's a fantastic guy. I've never met him, actually, but I think he could well win. Or Shane Ritchie has done a wonderful job as well. And all those tasks he's had to put up with. Good Lord. Unbelievable. So I think it's between Shane Ritchie and Jordan, but I also like Beverly Callard as well because I'm a Corrie fan.
Yes. There's just so many to choose from. I think it's really, really tight at the moment. Biggins, lovely that you made it. Thank you. And also, Tony, great to see you this morning as well. You did get there just in time. Great to see you both.
And you take care.
Lovely to see them.